Hey, what's up? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I wanted to talk about Dr. Greg. He's married to Quad off of Married to Medicine. Well, he was on Frank and Wanda show, and he told his side of what happened during their marriage. And look, I'm gonna tell y'all what. Look, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, listen, we're gonna get into it. I kind of believe what some of the things he said. I'll tell you why. I kind of give Dr. G a pass, and I'm gonna tell you why. I can see why people may side eye the fuck out of Quad. Where we gonna start at? Okay. He said that Quad moved out of the bedroom 2 years after they got married. Moved out of their bedroom into a guest bedroom. He said they were not having sex after she moved out of the bedroom. When Frank even said, so y'all haven't had sex in years. This is the only part that I was confused about. I didn't know if he was saying, maybe I missed it, but I didn't know if he was saying that they haven't had sex 2 years after they got married, or it's kind of been like off and on, or what. Y'all have to let me know because I was confused. Well, like I said, maybe I just missed it. Mariah with her messy ass. Baby, these lips are glossing, girl. My goodness. Girl, put on a whole tube of chapstick. Y'all hoes wasn't gonna tell me? Shit. Anyways, Mariah with her messy ass got on, I think it was live, and basically was talking about the interview. And she put the timeline together, and she was like, Quad moved out of the bedroom 2 years into their marriage. That means that it was a second year of their show. She basically tried to insinuate that Quad was a gold digger. I kind of got that from Dr. G too, because Dr. G kept saying during the interview, a lot of people kept saying, why with this badass woman? She's gorgeous. Like, why would she want to be with you? Or, she's with you, like surprise. It was almost like he was trying to say the same thing too. Like, she was only with me for my money because in a real world, like, she won't want to be with me. Let me just say something real fast. Mariah, you need to shut the fuck up. Now, don't get it twisted. I like Mariah. But Mariah, you need to shut the fuck up because it's a few y'all on the goddamn show where we all side eye. In real life, bitch, if Aiden was no goddamn doctor, you would not be with no motherfucker, you would not be with no Aiden. If Eugene was no doctor, you think Toya big fat ass booty would have been with, not fat, but as a big booty ass would have been with somebody like Eugene? No. Y'all all decided that y'all wanted to live a certain life, so y'all when it got, I'm getting ahead of myself. So anyways, basically, once Quad's spot was solidified on the show, that's when, she basically decided to move out of the bedroom because at that point, from what Mariah was saying, she didn't need Dr. G no more. She had got, she got what she needed, which is a spot on the show. Mariah was saying that one of the requirements of when they first started the show was that you had to be affiliated or, married to someone in medicine. She didn't want the show to be like other shows where, I guess basically you have these titles that don't fit the cast members. Let me just say this before we get into the whole Quad being a gold digger stuff. I do think it's fucked up, and I think that it's unfair that on one hand we tell women to, when their child when knee high, make sure when you start dating, make sure when you get married, you get a man who can provide. Make sure you get with a man who is financially stable. Make sure you get with a man who can take care of the family. And then when these women go out and seek someone who can provide financially, that can give them a certain lifestyle, then we call them a gold digger. Now, don't get it twisted. There are some true ass gold diggers out there. And I even question that because, baby, in 2018, if you're a grown ass man getting used by another woman or by another person, period, bitch, I need to look at you, bitch. What the fuck is you doing? So I can't. We not gonna be sitting here giving these passes to these niggas. These niggas know what the deal is. These niggas know that some of these bitches who walking around here who bad as fuck, only fucking them for a couple of stacks. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get their bills paid. They know what the fucking deal is. So don't be feeling sorry for these niggas. Don't be feeling sorry for these. They know what the fuck is going on. When they writing a check every other day, or when they giving these bitches $10,000 and $15,000 every couple of weeks, You think Floyd Mayweather with all them goddamn girlfriends he got? I heard he got like 6 or 7. You think Floyd Mayweather really think that if he didn't have all that, them bitches was not them bitches? You think them bitches with Floyd just because? No, them bitches with Floyd because they know that he can provide them with a certain lifestyle. Couldn't be me, okay? But they all know what's going on. So I even side eye that whole gold diggerish shit sometimes. But anyways, yes, I feel like it's fucked up because these women, we tell these women to get with this and get with that, and then when they finally say, you know what, I want to be with somebody who is financially stable, it's like, oh, we call them a gold digger. Women call them a gold digger. And I think that's unfair because at the end of the day, you know, you may want to date someone that's a stalker at Walmart or works at the mall. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I work in retail. But if you want to date somebody like that, that's you. You can't tell the next bitch who says she want to date the next Barack Obama or she want to date a Jay-Z or, you know what I'm saying, or she want to date the president of Apple. You can't tell that bitch she needs to lower her standards. You may need to raise yours, but she don't need to lower hers. I just think it's crazy. I think it's crazy how, like, these men can go out here and fuck every stripper, every hoe, and I'm not saying strippers are hoes, but I'm just saying fuck every bitch on the north and the southwest side of town. And then when it's time for them to settle down, they want to go find somebody they can bring home to mama. But if a woman does that, like if Quad, and this is not necessarily about Quad, but I'm just using the Quad while I talk about like gold diggers. But like for somebody like a Quad or even like a Sierra who, you know, probably was used to dating bad boys, they finally decide, you know what, I'm tired of this shit. I want to live a decent life. I want to, you know, marry a doctor or a lawyer or the star football player. Then people call them, oh, you're not marrying him for love. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And if she ain't, she'll eventually fall in love with the motherfucker, okay? Men can have the time of their life running these streets, but if a woman does the same thing and then turns around and says that now, okay, you know what, this shit is getting old, I'm tired of dating these drug dealers, these niggas ain't no motherfucking good, let me go get me a doctor, let me go get me a lawyer, let me go get me a politician, or let me go get me a, you know, the CEO of the electricity company that is, you only with him for this and this and that and this. Bitch, I wish a bitch would come to me and tell me that they strictly married a motherfucker for love. I'm gonna look at you like you stupid. Bitch, that's all cute in fairy tales, okay? That's all cute for Cinderella. That's all cute for a Disney movie. But bitch, in real life, love ain't paying nobody's electricity bill. And that's just straight up true tea. Bitch, I would never tell my friends to go date a broke nigga. Hell no. I wish I would tell my nieces to go date no, bitch. No, I'm sorry, I should have said bitch. But no, you're not. You're gonna go find you a Barack. That's what you're about to do. And then y'all gonna go get a $60 million book deal, and y'all gonna live a rich, fabulous, happy ever after life. Yes, God. I'm not telling none of my friends to date no broke nigga. Now, if they just choose to, they just choose to. But I'm not telling them that. Bitch, fuck that. Y'all better start acting like these goddamn white women. These white women go out here, get married, bitch, married for money, bitch, fall in love, have 2 or 3 kids, bitch, as soon as that nigga start cutting up, bitch, they go in the court and take a half of his goddamn money. That's one thing them white bitches will do. That's one thing we need to look up to them white bitches for. They ain't playing a game. They ain't playing no goddamn games about their goddamn money. And don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. Okay? Shit. Anyways, but I will say that I can kind of see where people would. I don't think Quad is a gold digger, but I could kind of see why people would say that Quad is a gold. Because if you think about it, if someone came to me and said, did you hear about that girl who got married to this doctor, and then 2 years after they got married, she moved out of the master bedroom into a guest bedroom, and that was also the second year that she had solidified her spot on a hit reality show. They stopped having sex. They don't have sex at all, and her husband says that he never even asked her to pay any bills. He doesn't even know how much money she makes from the show. He never even asked that she see a check stub. But now all of a sudden they have no kids, no business together. She wants to get a divorce, and she wants spousal support. And when you break it down like that, That shit do sound a little bit like, ooh, okay, okay, Miss Quad, what's going on? Now, I will say this much. I do side eye the fact that she wants spousal support. Like, at the end of the day, the truth of the matter is, from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, when you get married, you become one. So, therefore, if we become one, bitch, we can file taxes together. Therefore, that when we separate, bitch, or divorce, bitch, I won't have our money. It was our money when we was together. That's why y'all hoes better stop getting married, girl. Child. Okay. But one of my friends told me that she also thought it was who brings home the most money, that's who's responsible for paying child support. So clearly, Dr. G makes more money than Quad. He would have to have seen her pay, like the lawyer would have to have seen how much she makes, right? For them to, at this point, for the judge, for her to be seeking spousal support, and the only thing that's holding, that was another thing too, why he said that he was holding up the divorce, was because she wanted his money. Oh, child. Okay, now let's just get into this, because some of y'all are gonna like what I got to say, and that's fine. So he basically said some friends came into town. He said, sometimes like friends do, your friends come into town, they bring out a side of you that, that you thought you had, tucked away and buried. And he said they went out and they were having a good time and they met up with some girls. I said, see, that's exactly why a lot of these bitches don't like for their husbands to hang out with their trifling ass friends. Bitch, I know, because I had conversations all the time. That's exactly why some of these bitches don't be liking for these goddamn niggas to hang out with their goddamn friends, because their friends don't give a fuck about their marriage or their union or their family or the kids or nothing. All the friends want to do is get you out and have you hoeing just like them, just like they hoeing. Not giving a fuck about what you got going. Not giving a fuck that you got to go home to something. They just going to the hotel room and they gonna fly out on Monday morning. So I see why a lot of these bitches don't be liking that shit. I understand. Because some of these niggas' friends be trifling as fuck. So anyways, Dr. G said they went out, had a good time, met some girls. He said that basically he went back to the hotel room with a girl. He decided they were gonna have sex, but he decided not to because she smelled. I thought that was so tacky. I don't know why I thought that was. It's something about like, I don't know. I know. I think we've all probably done it. Like, oh, girl, she was smelling. But I don't know. I think the older I get, it's like I don't know if it was because when I saw him do it on like a radio show. Like, damn, it sounds tacky. Like, I didn't realize how tacky it sounds for especially a grown man to be sitting there like, and we went back to the hotel room and we were chilling and I started to smell something and I had to get myself and leave and I was like, he sounds so fucking stupid right now and juvenile. Every word he was saying was, and we went back to the hotel, and it was almost as though like his lawyer had him practice what he had to say. Of course, I can understand that you want to go over just in case somebody asks you a question, you don't want to sound stupid. So I understand rehearsing, going over questions and answers, but it just sounded like he was trying to remember what his lawyer told him to say. So anyways, I was like, oh, Dr. G. This is where I was like, okay, listen, we're going to be honest. In a perfect world, like if this was Waiting to Exhale with Bernadine and John, and John wife had breast cancer, and he just could not, he loved his wife, and him and Bernadine, instead of them having sex, they just held each other in a hotel room, and John went home to his sickly wife, and Bernadine went back to her horrible life. Not John. That was her husband's name. What was it? What was Wesley Snipes' name in the movie? James. I forgot his name. But Wesley Snipes' character. In a perfect world, yes. But realistically speaking, I have to say, if you are married and your wife or husband is not putting out for whatever reasons, and just because you are married does not mean that you are obligated to have sex. And the reason why I say that, especially women, because for some reason people feel as though women are just supposed to lay on their back and open up their legs and let a nigga crawl inside of them. And it's like, you don't know what's going on with that. That woman could be going through all types of depression, just had a baby, don't want you touching her. Or how do you know? We don't know. How do you know that she just didn't find out her husband was cheating on her a couple of months ago and she's still fucked up in the head and don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just never know what goes on in relationships. And women are, I just realized this too, women are not the same as men as when it comes to sex. A nigga can fuck and it ain't nothing. Believe me, bitch, I know, okay? A nigga can fuck and it ain't no big deal. When women have sex, it's more like, I can't be mad at you. I want to be in love with you today. We don't need to be going through no issues. A nigga could just got done fighting his female a couple hours before and be ready to fuck after a couple of tequila shots. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe, but it's just like, I do understand that if a man or a woman is not having sex with their partner and y'all have not had sex in years, I don't understand how nobody could think that ain't nobody gonna be cheating. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Now, whatever Quad's reason is for not having having sex with Dr. G, that's her reasoning. But at the end of the day, I don't think, realistically speaking, that you can expect someone not to go outside of their marriage. I'm not saying that it's right, but I can understand how you could probably step outside of your marriage, though. Like, girl, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, I think sometimes, and I understand you took vows, and you know, probably in front of your family, your friends, and before God, of course. But it's just like, I just don't see how anybody could say that that is realistic. That's not realistic to me. It's just not to me. You go from fucking God knows how many times a week or how many times a day to not getting no pussy at all, and you expect a nigga not to go out there, and he said he didn't cheat, but you expect a nigga not to cheat. Now, I'm gonna tell you straight up, for me, baby, after a few months, I need to know what's going on. Like, okay, what's going on? Like, what did I do? What can I do to make this better? Like, maybe because I haven't been in no deep committed relationship like that. So, even with Dr. Simone and Cecil, like, I understand Simone is just on some whole, I need to feel love. Like, Cecil is not doing anything that makes Simone want to open up her legs. But like, when do you? This is just a question in general. When do you just look back? When do you just stand back and say, you know what? You're not giving me what I need. I'm not giving you what you need. This is not working out. We need to let it go. Because if Dr. G and Quad have not had sex, was it 2014? 2 years after their marriage? Was it 2014 they got married? And they stopped having sex in 2016? I forgot. But if they haven't had marriage 2 years after they got, if they haven't had sex 2 years after they got married, there's no way I would have. There's no way I would have waited around this long. No way. No way. There's no way. There's no way. Like, Dr. G, I understand you love Quad, but at the end of the day, you saying you want a child, which I'm happy Quad didn't have. That's another thing too. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Stop thinking just because you have children that's gonna fix your problems. I want everybody to raise their hand and tell me if they had a child with a nigga and now they can't stand them. Because I know a couple motherfuckers in real life who got baby mamas and baby daddies and they can't stand each other. Y'all done had these children, done had this child, and now you pissed off. You thought because y'all was in love for that one day, now you done got pregnant, you thought that was gonna fix everything, and now you pissed off. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all what I think happened. I think that Quad wanted a different lifestyle, and I don't see anything that's wrong with that. Supposedly she used to date drug dealers. She wanted a different lifestyle. Dr. G wanted a fucking trophy wife. They both got what they wanted. I think that when Quad got on the show and she realized, I think that when Quad got married to Dr. G, she had decided in her head that, okay, I'm gonna live me a nice, decent life. I made a video about this a couple of probably like a year ago on Married to Medicine, and I think my opinion still stays the same. I think that Quad, decided, I'm gonna live a decent life, buy me a Gucci bag every now and again, and I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna have these kids with this nigga, and we're gonna be good. And then I think once she got on the show, and she realized like, oh shit, I'm on a hit show. I can make all my dreams come true. Like, I don't really need this. Let me hold off on these children and see, how this is gonna work out. And then once she realized that she pretty much was, the fan favorite, that she was like, you know what, bitch, this is working in my favor. And then I think that's when their marriage took a left turn. I do. But we're not gonna sit here and act like Quad was just using Dr. G. Dr. G knew what the fuck was going on. Quad knew what the fuck was going on. When these niggas get with these bitches who got these fat asses and flat stomachs and pretty faces, these niggas know what's going on. When these niggas got these average looks, you really think Beyonce would be with Jay-Z ugly ass if he didn't have what he had? You think Jay-Z would be with a bitch that looked like Beyonce if he didn't have what he had? And I'm not saying because Beyonce is far from a broke bitch, okay? But I'm just saying the fact that he had a name, he had pool, he was that nigga, he had money, all that played a part in them motherfuckers getting together. I'm just saying, stop acting like when people get together, they don't have a list of shit. I want a bad bitch. I want a bitch who make money. You see what I'm saying? I want a bad nigga. I want a nigga who make money. I want a nigga who got this. I want a nigga who got... Like, people have lists. Now, some of y'all lists longer than others. That's probably why a lot of y'all motherfuckers single. But motherfuckers have lists. And at the top of a woman's list is going to be money. And at the top of a man's list is going to be a bad bitch. Anyways, I think that's all I got to say. I'm going to do a video about his mistress who went to Frank and Wanda's video. And I am going to make my reviews of American Medicine. Y'all know how I'm real slow with reviews. Like I said, I don't see how people make... I'm not a review... This is what it comes down to, because I'm going to stop lying to y'all and stop lying to myself. It's hard for me to make reviews over TV shows because I'm not a big TV watcher like that. I watch shows, but I watch my shows like 4 and 5 days after it comes on. After they come on. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes 2 or 3 days. And at that point, I feel like shit, it's too late to make a good girl. It's too late. I mean, child, they ain't worried about Married to Medicine no more. But I do love Married to Medicine. I'm going to make a review of Married to Medicine. And I'm going to talk about I think her name was Jacqueline. I forgot her name. But I'm going to also talk about what she said on Frank and Wanda's show, too. All right, bye, y'all.